And the one thing I missed, and you're going to see this, is I missed that Mephisto is actually a Conduit defender, which really... Hey, welcome back to the channel. All right, it's time for War 4 of the season. I didn't put out a video for War 3 because nothing unique or interesting or something like that happened. Definitely something unique here for War 4. We got a boss fight with Rintrah. I'm really pumped up to do that. Also bringing along Human Torch. Only 3 fights, and then at the end of this, we will do the season stats, and I'll talk about a little bit of what happened in War 3. Let's go ahead and get to it. This first fight, this is at the end of Section 2, Lane 7, 8, and 9. We're going to be going up against the Super Skrull, which I think is one of the big reasons why I was assigned my Rintrah to begin with, right? There's this rich with Get Richer, Aspect of Illusion. The whole thing, oh, there's Nova herself, my puppy. The whole thing with Rintrah, and one of the things we've talked about for a long time on this channel is that evolving relationship with mystics and cosmics. Rintrah is phenomenal for these cosmics. Look how fast we've gotten our mystical charges up to 20, and that's because he's got that neutralized, right? It's a 60% chance on hits to apply that. It lasts for 5 seconds versus cosmic champions. Yeah, I remember I messed up that. And I think this fight gets a little bit kind of closer than I would have liked it. But anyways, so we go in there. We've got enough mystical charges. We've got Super Skrull in the corner, and I rooted myself with a light ending combo. Anytime you're rooted, you have I think you have a double chance, or you get 2 ruptures on the opponent. You're going to see me manage that well in this fight, not as well in the Cersei fight. We'll talk about that when it happens. But Rintrah's just really built for this. You see, like, it's one of those things where it's similar to me, like with Overseer, where the immunities power him up. You see, this is also powering up Rintrah. Not only am I controlling Super Skrull's buffs, but it's powering me up by getting those mystical charges. A nice SB2 to end it right there. So now we'll be moving into the other fight. Human Torch is now whitelisted. He cannot be banned anymore. Went into this fight. I'm used to taking this node. I take this node what feels like every single war. And I had been taking it with Spider-Man 99, but he's now permanently blacklisted for this season. And the one thing I missed, and you're going to see this, is I missed that Mephisto is actually a Conduit defender, which really matters, right? You knock them down, and they're going to heal back 80%, and then that debuff stays on, and they're going to keep healing back, and then if they're placed with, I think it's like the recovery match, I think what it's called, they're going to heal even more. So I'm kind of going in here. I have to place my pre-fight. You saw me check that, right? So that we can get the Nova Flames going. Out of instinct, you're going to see me evade, I think, the first couple of SP1s right here. Yeah, I evaded just out of instinct, and then I'm like, oh, no, wait, it's Human Torch. He's going to get powered up by that, so you're going to see me just start to block them, which will raise my temperature. There we go, and my smolders. You see that happening. It's that energy damage, so that's why I just do that. And this fight's going perfectly, right? Like, this is about as good as it could go. I'm doing the medium, light, medium to land my Nova Flames. And for really no good reason, aside from I thought I was just going to end the fight a little bit faster, you're going to see me throw a special, which is really the worst thing I could possibly do, because that's going to trigger the Conduit node here. Watch, this is what's going to happen. Here it comes. I think right here. And I'm just going in. There's no reason for me to have thrown that special. Don't do that. Mephisto is a Conduit defender, and you can see I'm trying to figure out like what has happened here. Right about now, I'm kind of figuring it out. I'm hoping that I can get him down with the special one. It's obviously not happening. And I'll admit, I got a little bit concerned here. I knew we had the damage to do this. Should be fine. I think he's probably going to die after special 3. His special 3 doesn't usually hit that hard. Fortunately, I'm boosted. It's a rank 3 Human Torch. We're good to go. Kind of lucked out a little bit there. I mean, I played well enough. It's like one of those you create your own luck scenarios. But Mephisto, Conduit defender, keep that in mind. Now, going in for this fight here, this is the boss fight versus Cersei, like someone who's been in tier 1 war for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. I boosted, then healed up. I don't know why I still make that mistake, but I do. Rintrah has a huge enough health pool. And I had 2 things going into this fight. Cersei is a Conduit defender. I knew that. And the 2 things I wanted to make sure of is I wanted to stay pretty aggressive. And I felt comfortable, even if I make a mistake here or there. Rintrah is so tanky, and I'm going to be throwing my special 3s anyway, only because those don't trigger a Conduit. And I wanted to do my best to keep neutralize up on her. And you see it exactly right here why. We talked about that in the Super Skrull fight, but not only would having neutralize up have prevented all of these buffs from taking place, right? And her glancing's a big deal to Cersei being a problem. but that would be getting my mystical charges going, and then I'd be able to place my ruptures even quicker, because he being Rintrah, can place his ruptures once he's above 10 mystical charges. You can see to throw this first special 3, and right now, my only real concern with this fight was potentially a timed out. Now, I had talked to Karate Mike. He had told me kind of the basic strategy for this, and to expect about a 3-ish minute fight if it was going very, very well. Right here is where I think I start kind of making a little bit of mistakes. I should have ended in a light ending combo there, triggering my own self root, because that's when I can really start getting my ruptures going and really start to stack them. BMcG, and I talked about it, he pointed out that that probably could have sped up the fight considerably, and I definitely agree with him. Looking back at it, I can see I did a good job of staying relatively aggressive, relatively keeping her buffs under control. You can see right there was not good, because I'm trying to bait out some specials. I had wanted to kind of bait out her special 1, and but stacking those ruptures off of the SP2, or no, I'm sorry, off of my own root. So triggering my own root, getting the mystical charges high, getting her in the corner, ending in that light ending combo, ending the combo in a light ender. Will self-root myself, then I'll be able to start really stacking up those ruptures, and they would be doing damage to her this whole time. Instead, I've got no ruptures on her, and it's really just the special 3 that's doing the damage. So with that advice, with that change, with that mindset, I could see why this fight would normally go significantly faster. My dog Nova's really trying to get in the show right now. You're a good puppy. You're a good puppy. All right. So we're throwing the SP3s, and you can see, and this fight is going to go well. At no point did I ever even get worried about it. Rintrah's so tanky. You see the way I'm kind of taking on her special 1s. That's just to make sure that I could punish. But right here, let's see. So if I had ended in light ending combo there, I would have had a self root. I would have been stuck there. We would be getting the ruptures up more and more. You can see we're at 13. And you can see they're really doing a nice job. They're ticking down. Let's see if I finally do it here. No, I just don't do it. And that's really why this fight takes as long as it does in hindsight. So thanks to BMcG for letting me know. This is a good way for me to probably shave a good minute off of this fight, at least. Good thing is, even without it, Rintrah still does plenty of damage. These special 3s are doing what they're supposed to do. And I kind of know how to evade her specials. I think this special 2 gets me, or 1 earlier got me. Yeah, that one gets me. So we used our indestructible boost. That's why we have it. So that's good. And yeah, that's it. I mean, that's basically the fight. It's a long fight, but I wanted to talk it through with you in case you have it yourself. Rintrah is very easy to path, right? There's so many nodes and fights that he can take, as you see by like the Super Skrull and things like that. There are other options for this fight. I talked with some of the MCoC Illuminati, and we were hearing Symbiote Supreme. They think maybe obviously Hercules. Hercules can do a lot of things. Hood can be excellent for it. And clearly Rintrah can do it. You just go a little bit faster. As I've said multiple times, but I always like to get the points across. Get her in the corner. Use your light ending combo. Cause yourself root. Stack up those ruptures. And all of this downtime that you're seeing right now isn't going to happen, and you'll be doing damage throughout it, and the fight will go a lot faster. And you can see I kind of just wanted to get out of here, and I actually am finally going to self root, and I do it so I can throw my own special 2 and finish off the fight. So there you go. Very happy with it for my first attempt on that fight. I'm pretty happy with it, and the fact that I now know how to speed it up significantly makes me feel really good, because I'm sure we'll see this Cersei again. We've seen her twice now as a boss defender. You can see PWF saying woo cow. It's nice. I mean, it's one of the things I love about 4 Loki and Alliance War in general is it really feels like a team going and trying to do these things together. You get out of a boss fight, and one of your alliance mates is sitting there watching. It's just an incredible thing. So well done to the alliance we faced off. They played excellently. We just came up, we being 4 Loki, came up on the winning side. And congratulations and thank you to the MVPs for us in Manuel, Legacy, and Adman. All right, thank you so much for watching. We'll go ahead and get to the season stats. Here are the season stats after War 4. 4 Loki's 4-0. That's a great start. That's what obviously we're looking for. I've got 17 kills and 1 death. I also now do have, the way 4 Loki scores them, I have 2 boss solos. One I personally don't consider to be a boss solo, but you just saw one of them. We'll get that cleaned up. Hopefully we get a chance to take it again. I'm really excited to take it with the better strategy. 5 total champions have now come to war for me. One's not listed because it's Quicksilver and I actually died, so that's why I don't have him up on the pie chart here. And I'm not tracking my defender kills right now. We were actually starting the season in tier 2, and I think, you know, the folks at the playing that level, they just don't take this as seriously as we do, and there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, that's great. I'm glad they're playing the game the way they want to be playing. But I do think it'd be a little misleading to put up the defensive stats of my defenders in that scenario. Rintrah is starting to pull ahead. Came to War 3, and then obviously you see came to War 4. Scorpion did not come to War 4, but I have a feeling we'll be seeing him in 5 and 6 and 7 and things like that. Hercules did come for one fight, and Torches come for the other. And then in the last war, I think I had 4 fights. Nothing really eventful happened, a lot of Rintrah, and then Scorpion taking that node 54 again against that MCoC. So if something interesting, exciting, we can all learn from, have some fun, happens in War 5 through 12 of this season, I will definitely be getting videos out on it. Let me know how your war season's going. If you've taken that fight with Rintrah, if you think that strategy, getting her in the corner and then ending in the light, I can't believe I didn't do that. How much you think that would speed that up? Maybe you even have experience doing it yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying your war season. Take care.
I hope you either learned something, were entertained, or even better, a little bit of both. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.